It's Madden NFL 23. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers on EA Sports.
Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
New York State committed to Daniel Jones for a 4th season, but also made this a decisive year by declining his 5th-year option. 2022 looks like Jones' final chance to prove he can be the franchise face for the Giants, and he does have a cadre of weapons that he'll need to top his career highs of 3,000 yards and 24 touchdowns that he set as a rookie.
Jones looking to throw it on the first play. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
It was a bit of an adjustment for Kenny Golladay in 2021, his first year in New York, and with new quarterback Daniel Jones. His mission, get back to his Pro Bowl form here in 2022 and avoid similar struggles. That catch right there, a nice way to get going.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here pulled in by Golladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Now Jones. Throwing deep for Golladay. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. An opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Watkins on the jet sweep. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
On first down, Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On second down, it's Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan from 13 yards out. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down.
It's awfully tough for a rookie to lead his team in sacks, but Azeez Ojulari did it as a second-rounder for the New York Giants last season. He had 8 of them and played a lot like the first-rounder many analysts thought he would have been.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll get this to Lazard. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And New York set to take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones to Barkley on the check down. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. His throw incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw again.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Giants!
Daniel Jones able to connect with Sterling Shepard. And the Giants are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground.
And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for the Giants, and they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
Amari Rodgers to return it from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. He's going to be dropped following following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, Dillon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The Packers really committed to making Dillon a bigger part of their offense last season, and it's not hard to see why. The Bruiser finished 20th in the league with over 800 yards and caught more passes, 34, than he did in his entire college career.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Up the middle, Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Azeez Ojulari picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Rodgers.
He'll complete this one to Watson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They call it a loss of a yard there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. They were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline, you know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Shepard deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for a Giants first down.
Well, I think we've got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on first down, but they came right back on second down and threw it again. And this time they hit it for not just good yardage, but a first down.
Now Jones.
He's got Bellinger.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
2nd and 9.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Flush to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing just about on his own goal line. Rodgers on the return.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Rodgers going to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Now, things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game.
To throw is Jones. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Now Jones.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Here's Jones.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
An inside give to Jones. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, some field goals are bigger than others, and that one makes this a two-score game.
And with the way their defense has played all game long, that's kind of a love letter to them because that might very well be all the points they need.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
So now Jones and the Giants down by 10. A little over 30 seconds remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Jones. Pass complete, Galladay.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Looking for Shepard deep. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.